Good morning and welcome back to Old Tavern Farm. I'm Lee Sharon, and all of this, is Old Tavern Farm. I am out here in the berry garden again to do some more propagating, but not this time with the elderberry that's right behind me, but with my currant plants and my honeyberry bushes. So I wanted to show you guys how incredibly easy it is to grow your own plants for free using what you have. And I'm going to also show you the propagation I did last year and how it's coming back this year, because we're now in such an early spring that things are starting to come back. So I can see what I've got going strong this year, what I started last year. And so I'm going to bring you along and show you what I've got. Okay, so outside of the main berry garden, and I want to explain something to you guys also. I think on my very first short, I did a request for what do I do with my used feed bags. Well, this is what I am trying. Basically, I'm using my used feed bags as sort of landscape fabric. And I found these great new landscape staples that have a round head and a single post instead of the double staples that we have seen in the past that are kind of a pain. I'll put a link to these down in the description box, but I am trying this method to keep the weeds down. I'm going to do a little revamping in this berry garden. Let me just show you what I am propagating. These are champagne currants. I'm kind of a little annoyed with myself because I like the champagne currants, but at the time that I bought these plants, I was really into kind of the fine dining scene as a chef or a cook or a person who's in the business. And I thought maybe I would sell these champagne currants. There's some that are coming up right now, the little beginnings of the currants, the little berries. And I haven't really continued with that. It's not that I don't care about fine dining, it's just that it's just not on my radar anymore. And I would really like to get some regular black currants or red currants, the traditional kind. But anyway, these currants are doing well. I bought them like 5 years ago as just little sticks. And then over here, I have, these are honeyberries, and they are kind of like a blueberry, an elongated blueberry. And that's one variety there. And there's another variety here. I don't remember the varieties because I bought these probably 10 years ago. And I didn't keep records back then. This honeyberry is doing great. But the others, as you can see, are very sort of sad and sticky and just not very healthy looking. So last year I wanted to go ahead and propagate these so that I could grow new plants and replace these. And so if you'll step outside with me, I will show you what I've got going on. So right outside of the berry garden, I have what looks like a big weedy mess, as I like to call it. But there's actually landscape fabric under there, and the old weeds from last year just are dying off. And I haven't raked or done any spring cleanup yet. But if you come in here, I will show you. This is some of my elderberry propagation from last year. So you can see that's a brand new elderberry plant. And then down the line, I actually have what I saw this morning. That's why I'm making this video. Two brand new currant plants. So here's one right here, and here's the second one. So I was super excited about that. And then next to it, I've got another currant plant. And over here, I've got a brand new honeyberry. So these are, and actually down in this big weedy mess, there's another elderberry. There's another elderberry right next to that one. Down the line, there's another elderberry. And then down here, there's actually an elderberry that's coming up from the root next to the propagation. So yeah, I'm super pleased. I've got a lot of new plants for zero money. And so I'm going to take you back into the berry garden, and I'm going to show you how to propagate your own plants. So since I don't have a lot of honeyberry, I'm going to start getting my cuttings with the honeyberry. Now this particular plant is sort of eaten up with dock here, but you can see I'm just going to go down, take this one branch right here, and I'm going to go down to the base of the stalk of the stem, and I'm just going to cut it. Okay, this just could not be easier. So I'm just going to take my cutting and I'm going to push it right down into the ground, nice and secure. So I've got 3 more cuttings. I have actually scraped the bark away from just to expose it. Nothing too precious, just using my fingernails just to get it to expose a little bit of the fresh stem here. And again, I'm just going to push them right into the soil like that. And because they're small, they don't take up a lot of room. You're just trying to get them in the ground. I could put several more in here if I wanted to. So I've got 4 potential, 1, 2, 3, 4 potential new honeyberry plants, and it's actually sitting right next door to this new honeyberry plant that I started. That I basically I stuck it in the ground last year. Here's the base of it right here, and it's a lovely, healthy new plant, and going to be replacing the old tired ones that are in the berry garden. And it is just beautiful and lush, healthy. So that's all there is to it. Okay, so I wanted to thank you so much for visiting, and do go out and try propagating your own soft fruit. You can do it with raspberries, blackberries. We've done elderberry right here. This is the plant we didn't cut last couple weeks ago. And so it definitely, it's an easy thing to do. It's a way to get brand new plants for free. And it's also a good way to just keep track of your plants and what they're doing. As I showed you, the honeyberries in here are just not thriving, so it's time to replace them. And I don't want to have to buy them again. So yeah, that's what we've got going here at Old Tavern Farm. And we're just going to go enjoy this incredibly gorgeous day we've got here at the southern tier of the Adirondacks in New York State. And you guys have a wonderful weekend. Big hugs. Bye-bye.